Number 55, center, Stanley Hayes. Number 20, flanker and kick returner, Eric Robinson. Number 22, running back, Johnny Blakemore. Number 36, running back. Johnny Blakemore runs for the Pirates. Tom Gallardi made the tackle for the Hilltop. This is Johnny Blakemore carrying again for the Pirates. tackled and fumbled, but it was recovered by the Pirates. Pass incomplete. Kicks the field goal for Proviso. It's now 7-3. Brazzolilli to kick off. Was tackled by Howe. Wilson. And Glenbard deep.
cooler on the machine through our time.
Timeout, Glenbard. runs the quarterback sneak. To kick off for the Pirates. Against the Hilltoppers. Pass is incomplete.
There's 4 picks right there. Yep. Motion the trip. SOH in for Christ's sake.
There's a fumble, and it's recovered by the Pirates.
Go deep! Go! Pop somebody!
Station wagon, license plates DDT. Quarterback draw to
Pizza! Come on, everybody!
10 on the 20.
Ellinger again.
All right, second down and 9.
Spangler.
Second down and 9. Yep.
Ellinger carried. There is a flag.
right, second and 6.
Unwardy made the tackle. Buchanan makes the tackle of Ellinger. Spindles again carrying the ball. On the stop for the practice.
football here on Group W. A beautiful Saturday afternoon in late fall, late October. We'll be setting our clocks back tonight and gaining an hour of sleep. I'm Scott Wager. Dave Newman is here by my side, and we bring you the last game of our 85 season here on Group W. And it should prove to be an interesting contest, especially since Glenbard West is coming off a loss last week, 14-7, at the hands of Oak Park, their rival for the conference championship here in the West Suburban Conference. So it should be something of a day where the West hitters are going to be going out and getting to it.
That's right. Even though if they win today, it'll clinch a tie for the conference championship. But they want to peak. They want to look good going into the playoffs, and especially avenge the loss from last week.
The day that you're going to be viewing this game is the day that the hitters will be starting postseason play. And obviously at this point we don't know who that matchup is going to be, so you'll be having to rely on your local newspaper, the Daily Journal, something like that, to keep up with that information. Something I'd like to mention before we get started in the game is that in the sophomore game preliminary this afternoon, it was the Glenbard West Hilltoppers 26, the Proviso West Panthers 8. It marks the 4th straight undefeated season for Coach Nodenmeyer and his sophomore ball club, so a big round of applause from Group W Sports for that sophomore contingent who for the past 4 years has been doing a yeoman's job, and obviously an evidence for what the greatness of the varsity program is and will hopefully continue to be.
There you see the Glenbard West offense being introduced before the game. And you obviously hear the PA announcer in the background.
That's why we're not really bothering to do the introduction, because you'll be able to hear it in the background as we're discussing some of the finer points of today's start. Pretty much the same lineup that you'll be seeing for Glenbard West. No major changes that we've been able to find at this point. You have a handful of information there. Why don't you pass it along?
Okay. I correct myself. They're introducing the defense right now. But anyway, looking at the Proviso West Panthers this season, they come in here a very dismal 1-5 on the conference, 2-6 overall, tied for the basement in the West Suburban Conference. They have been shut out in 4 of their last 5 games. There are only 2 victories. One of them was a forfeit, 1-0 over Wheaton Central, the school that was on strike. And the other one was an 8-7 squeaker over Downers Grove North. So Proviso West has not shown much on offense this year. They're playing obviously for pride, and that would make their whole season if they could pull off an upset here today, but not sure how likely that'll be.
That's one of those traditional kinds of things, or cliche, it may be a better way to put it, of how a team coming into a game like this and really down in the dregs, coming in and knocking off a postseason-bound team like Glenbard West and coming into the contest hoping to do something big. I don't know. From what I've seen of West all through the season and what I've seen and read about Proviso West over this past season, I don't really know. They would have to play what you might want to term a superhuman game, to play perhaps a little bit above their heads.
They've been having a lot of injuries this year, and consequently a lot of their defensive players are a bit on the small side. They're starting a linebacker who's only 5'7", so they're not exactly
that evens it up with
powerful
Scott
teams.
then, so that makes
Joe Bruno kicking off for the hitters.
And we're ready to start action as Joe Bruno has the ball teed up at the 40. And time to play football on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Bruno has the ball in the air. It's coming down at just inside the 5-yard line. The ball carrier is Joe Turner. Turner turns it upfield, gets across the 35, 25, and finally brought down by a shoestring tackle by number 50 for the Hilltoppers is the kicker, Joe Bruno.
Turner was just zigzagging his way upfield, and if it wasn't for a shoestring catch, he had a lot of running room in front of him. So Turner was looking to turn it upfield.
Make it 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
So out comes the
27-yard
Panthers offense, led by wide receiver Cletus Cross and quarterback Kevin Morrison. Wide receiver is Andy Charlie, and at the other wide receiver spot, John Hasner. Deuce backfield behind Morrison. In motion is Turner. Quarterback rolls out. He's being pursued. On the pursuit, number 88 is Chad Alcorn, and runs him out of bounds across the 25 at the 28-yard line, it looks like, for the spot. We'll call it second down. And a pickup
Kevin Morrison run out of bounds by Dave Swingrove.
Basically nothing, because he did a lot of running and got nowhere on the play.
He didn't have much time to do anything with the ball. The hitters were right on top of him as soon as he took the snap practically.
Alcorn zeroing in on him as he rolled out of the pocket and forcing him out of bounds for, we call it a small game. We'll call it a pickup of 1 on the play, so we'll call it second down and 9 for the Panthers of Proviso West. In motion this time is number 32, Reggie Chatham. The pitch goes to number 24, Turner. Turner gets it upfield across the 45 to the 49-yard line, where Bixler makes the tackle for Glenbard West.
Brought down by Chris Bixler.
Well, Turner is their bread and butter on offense. They like to give him the ball, and as you could see on that last play, he's lightning quick. And he's very good at making very sharp cuts, turning it upfield in a hurry.
Turner, of course, the young man that we called on the kickoff return, who worked the ball up the field. And that's enough for a first down just near the midfield stripe at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10, Proviso West. There's the snap, handoff to the first man through the hole. Number 32, Reggie Chapman. And Chapman gets it across midfield into Hilltopper territory near the 35-yard line. And it looks like it's at the 37 where we have another first down for the Panthers. And they've come out and really opening up some holes in the offensive line. They are controlling the line of scrimmage right now as far as play is concerned.
Well, Proviso West likes to keep the ball on the ground, and that's really where they've had most of their offensive success this year. They've just had a lot of problems scoring points, though.
Again, the deuce backfield shown by the Panthers. In motion coming this way is Chapman. Turner, the ball carrier. Turner breaks a tackle, and he is in for the touchdown. And boy, did he get that on the move quickly. As just across the line of scrimmage, he broke 1 tackle and then broke to the outside and took it on home. And with 10 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, the Hilltoppers are on the downside of a 6-zip score.
What, a 37-yard touchdown run?
Yeah, they were at the 37. So 37-yard touchdown play for Proviso West Panthers. And they open the scoring in our contest here today. It appears now that they'll go for the 2-point conversion. The same offensive set that they've been showing. They split 2 out to the far side right. In motion, Turner. Pitch to Turner, makes the cut. That's Chapman. Turner with the motion, and Chapman with the extra point. So it's 8-0 in favor of Proviso West here with 10 minutes remaining, a little over in the first quarter of action in our contest. Group W's coverage of Glenbard football. We'll be back right after this.
This is Napoleon Solo.
Did you know that I was the top uncle agent in America?
And this is his partner, Ilya, what's his name?
Mr. Kirakin.
Right. Sorry about that.
It happens.
These 2 secret agents are back together again and are operating out of the CBN cable network.
Oh, very ingenious.
The Man from U.N.C.L.E., weeknights at 11 Eastern, 10 Central on CBN.
That was a 73-yard touchdown drive.
In 6 plays. 73 yards in 6 plays.
And that was some kind of movement by the Panthers of Proviso West. They put the ball now in the hands of the Hilltoppers, but this kickoff will go out of bounds. And, of course, that is a delay of game penalty, technically. So they will do it again, move it back 5 to the 35 instead of the 40. And we'll have it kicked again. Kind of clubbed that ball as he came up and hit it.
Looked like he shanked it off the side of his foot. But...
So we'll try it all over again after they get this all sorted out.
A very impressive drive by Proviso West. Mostly, well, everything on the ground. And they just...
Pat Doyle is back deep along with Scott Ellinger. And also you see Art Ordano back there on the deep coverage for the kickoff.
There you hear the call by the official.
And the midpoint receiver on the kickoff is Mel Yeager. So kicker number 67 is Murdoch Hereford. And Murdoch is getting ready to kick off the ball. Hereford advances on the ball and will hopefully get back at it this time around. This one comes down the center of the field, coming down at the 11-yard line to Pat Doyle. Doyle up the field, breaks a tackle, spins off another across the 40 to the 42-yard line. First and 10, Glenbard West.
Good field position for Glenbard West as Pat Doyle just took the ball straight up the middle of the field and, as you mentioned, broke a tackle and just kept going.
Nice run back by Doyle. And it puts the hitters now into the offensive part of the game, and they're going to need to come down and answer this score and get this thing back to at least even, hopefully.
Want to take the momentum away from Proviso West here.
An underdog team like this with nothing to lose, and you give them a lead early and don't come back and capitulate that, you got a problem. And boy, on the run, as we're sitting here talking about that, Scott Ellinger gets the ball across midfield and moves it right into Panther territory at the 42-yard line for a first and 10, the Hilltoppers of West, with 9 minutes and 25 seconds now remaining in the first quarter.
The first and 10 for the hitters.
About a 16, 17-yard pickup for Ellinger as he banged off right tackle. Following the blocking of Jensen and Gallardi.
Deuce backfield behind Scotty Plants at quarterback, wearing the silver helmet. And we have a delay of game or an offside penalty against someone now.
And looks like they're calling it against Proviso West, lining up in the neutral zone.
Illegal procedure was the preliminary signal we saw down on the field.
Dead ball foul, encroachment, white.
Well,
so that moves the ball 5 yards. A first and 5 now for the Hilltoppers. That gift from the Panthers. They're going to be anxious on the defense. Of course, they know what to expect from the Hilltoppers and try and get whatever they can as an edge in the situation. So Plants brings them out again with Swengross and Ellinger, the backs. You have Stefani in motion. The handoff is to Ellinger. Swengross
got about only 2 yards.
Dave Swengross.
He picks up a couple to the 35-yard line. Yeah, we'll call it a gain of about 1, actually, as the spot is. So it brings up a second down, 4 yards to go for Glenbard West. They tried to break it around off tackle that time and got stopped up at about a yard. Handoff is fake. The play action pass down the field. Open is Doyle for the touchdown, Glenbard West. Pat Doyle got behind the defender. In that case, number 10 on defense is Eric Williams. Williams, the safety, lost Doyle, and Doyle took advantage of it. Scotty Plants laid the ball in very nicely. Probably the only problem with it is he turned Doyle around just a little bit. But Doyle made a kind of a diving catch and took the ball into the end zone. And in 8 minutes and 7 seconds in the first quarter, we've already seen 2 touchdowns. This time, the second one coming from Glenbard West with the chance to tie the score with the 2-point conversion, which they apparently are going to try. Yes. Plants brings them to the line for the 2-point conversion try. There's the snap. We have a flag on the play, and we'll see what that flag is. It looked like we might have movement on that man in motion, moving toward the line too soon. We'll see in a second.
Dead ball foul, encroachment, white, half the distance to goal line.
Well, again, Proviso West.
Maybe a little bit too anxious jumping outside, lining up in the neutral zone, it looked like. Lining up a little bit too close to the football.
Getting there, trying to make the pop early, especially on the conversion. It would be a tying situation. Moves the ball closer to pay dirt for the 2-point conversion for the Hilltoppers, so Plants will bring him out again. In motion is Jay Stefani to the far side, top of your screen. Plants with the keeper, and he gets the extra 2 points. And it's a tie score at 8-8. And we'll be back with the next kickoff from Joe Bruno right after this on Group W.
Take a look at our explosive new Monday night lineup with 3 hit series.
Action!
Beginning at 8.
Hi, I'm James.
Meet James at 15.
He reminds me of Sylvester Stallone, only younger.
Next, clear the road for the Chinese detective.
Because I'm going to get you. It's got to be me.
Then they killed the men. They captured the women. The men were the lucky ones. Tenko, the saga continues. It's an all-new Monday night lineup on Arts and Entertainment.
We're back. Joe Bruno's got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Ready to kick it off back to the Panthers, and Chatham and Turner back deep for Proviso West. Ball's in the air. Going to the far side, Chatham with the reception at the 11-yard line. Deeks it once, gets around the outside, forced out of bounds at the 30-yard line or so, 35-yard line. There with the stop is Eric Jensen.
Eric Jensen. The 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
Well, they've got a lot of speed in both of their running backs, and on their first 2 drives, Proviso West has started in good field position.
Chatham faded to the inside with the first step after receiving the ball and then moved it to the outside, much like a wide receiver would break off his route. And except for Eric Jensen, he might have been looking at a little bit more yardage, but Jensen with a heads-up play for the force out of bounds. 1st and 10. The ball between the 25 and the 30. We'll call it at about the 27-yard line. First down, pitch to Turner. Turner is stopped up as the Hilltoppers really stuffed that play well. I see Swengross down there, and also Alcorn. Alcorn and Swengross doing this job on Turner on the pitch. Nice job.
Well, Glenbard West had good lateral pursuit, and they pretty much closed off the outside. Turner tried to turn it back up the middle, but he ran into some more traffic and was just buried.
Pursuit by the Hilltoppers, excellent, as they strung that play out down along the line of scrimmage for a loss on the play of about a yard. So we'll call it 2nd down 11. Ball at the 26-yard line of Proviso West. Back to attempt the pass, breaks 1 tackle. The quarterback for Proviso West, number 12, Kevin Morrison, breaks out of there and makes something out of a play that was really turning out to be nothing. Gets the ball across the 35 to the 37-yard line, brings up a 3rd down 1 for Proviso West.
Well, Morrison was trapped in the backfield, and it looked as though he would be sacked, but he managed to break a couple tackles, and only because of his speed, he was able to sprint out and gain about 8 yards, 9 yards on the play.
1 tackle he broke was a situation where the tackler, I forget who it was at this point, had just a hunk of his jersey, and he was able to pull out of the grasp. Morrison gets him set again. The deuce backfield in motion coming toward you is number 21. That is the wide receiver, Andy Charlie. But it's a running play. It looks like enough for the 1st down.
And it is. Turner going straight up the middle.
The ball carrier gets on the stop. We'll credit that to Jensen and Kreck.
There you see the offensive huddle there for Proviso West. In the background, you'll see the visitors' stands. Not very crowded today, but there's a handful of people out there. The biggest crowd is on the near side, the Glenbard West fans.
Parents' Day today, so it should be a lot of fun.
We have this officials timeout. We'd like to remind you that Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
We have an equipment repair taking place out there right now.
November 1st and 2nd.
They're adjusting the shoulder pads for the quarterback, Morrison.
9th of January 16th.
Morrison fits as the shoulder pads, and we roll the clock and get back to action now.
12 jurors will be drawn.
16 points scored in the first 4 minutes, and things have slowed down a little bit now.
Coach Gene France for Proviso West called the play from the sidelines, and Kevin Morrison looking over to the bench to interpret the signals.
Now it looks like a couple of linemen trying to figure out what the call was.
Or maybe trying for a quick snap or change his cadence.
Morrison has him set, hands off to the 2nd back, Chatham, and Chapman is wrestled down to the ground by number 73 of the hitters, Ron Kreck.
Kreck read that play beautifully and came from his right linebacker spot and grabbed Chapman Turner before he could get out of the backfield. So there's a loss on the play.
Is a 6'2", 180-pound junior for the Hilltoppers, seeing some action, so that's a hopeful sign for next year as you look forward at the end of a season toward what you might have together for the coming season.
It's got to be more rewarding that way,
Brings up a second down play with a loss on the play of 4. We'll call it second down 14 for Proviso West. They pitch to Turner, and again it's Crack all in the backfield by himself and nails Turner for another loss. Back near the 30-yard line. Call it the 32, 33-yard line.
There's Joe Turner shrug his shoulders and look at the quarterback after the play saying, what do you expect? They're not getting the blocking from that left side, and Ron Crack is just stopping everything.
So we have a third down play coming up. Nearly 20 yards to go for a first down for Proviso West.
Ron Crack is the only junior who is in the starting lineup on defense.
Fine prospect in Ron Crack, doing a nice job today. Morrison with the pass in the air, and the intended receiver appeared to be number 11, Cletus Cross, who was on a
Charlie, but they overthrew him.
Coming across the middle, wasn't able to hit him as the pass was overthrown about 5 yards or so. Charlie and Cross into the pattern. Brings up a fourth down and plenty for the Panthers, so they didn't execute as well on this drive, their second possession of the contest, as they had done the first time through scoring. And the Hilltoppers now with a chance to get the ball back, as Cletus Cross, who was in that pattern, has a chance now to punt the ball. Durant and Doyle back deep for the Hilltoppers. Punt is blocked, and will and again it's Ron Crack with the punt block. The ball is picked up by, it looks like, Swengros. Swengros with the ball back to the 15-yard line. Crack with the block.
The other guy on the left block.
Ron Crack with the block.
Ron Crack with the block. The fumble could be picked up by a better one than Dave Swengros.
What a move by Crack again. He is playing like a man possessed out there today.
They have been unable to block Crack all day. They're trying to submarine him and chop the legs out from under him, but he is playing off those blocks.
Jensen, too.
And he comes right down the sideline here, a happy young man. Hilltoppers back at it offensively. Ellinger with the pitch around the outside toward the end zone, and brought down at the 1-yard line. We'll call it the 1-foot line.
At first it looked like he might have stepped out of bounds, but he managed to stay inside that white line and got down near the goal line, just inches away.
So it'll set up a first and goal for the Hilltoppers, and what a move. So the turnover could well be a bad omen for the Panthers of Proviso West, as the punt of Cross was blocked by Crack, picked up by Swengros, and a run by Ellinger. Now Swengros gets the honors to run it in and bring the score to 14-8 in favor of the Hilltoppers. Now fitting into that mini drive, I guess you could say.
That's right. Swengros was the man who recovered the block punt at the 15-yard line, and he was the man who got to run it in for the touchdown.
So with the strains of the school song in the background, the fans are happy here on Parents' Day 85, as the Hilltoppers now start to assert themselves a bit with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. First quarter action on Group W's coverage of Glenbard football for the season of 85. We have a timeout called by the Hilltoppers, as they needed to perhaps get somebody on the field. They were a man short for the extra point attempt.
It looks like Tom Streitberger, number 20, will be the man kicking the extra point this time. They're not going to run it in.
They had to go for the 2-point last time just to get the game even.
Tom Streitberger attempting the extra point.
Good strategy on the part of Coach Covert.
He has a lot of confidence in his offense.
The holder, Streitberger, with the ball in the air. The kick is good. And the hitters of West go on top of the Panthers of Proviso West, 15-8. And we'll be back right after this on your Group W sports station.
New this season on CBN, Doris Day's Best Friends. Join America's sweetheart as she visits with little animals and big stars like Merv Griffin, Robbie Benson, and Denver Pyle. Plus, there'll be other guests with helpful tips on how to keep your pet healthy and happy. Doris Day's Best Friends, Sunday nights at 7 Eastern, 6 Central on CBN.
Turner back to action as Joe Bruno has it teed up once again at the 40-yard line. Chapman and Turner back deep once again for Proviso West. And if this game keeps going like we're seeing it, this might be a scene we'll be reliving a number of times today. This time it'll come down to Turner. Turner with the ball, picks it up on the run at the 17-yard line, stacked up just across the 25 at the 26, first and 10 for the Panthers.
Dave
Flashberger with the tackle of Turner just across the 25.
Well, you see the team's changing possession, and Lake Ellen in the background. Just a beautiful day for football today.
I got to tell you, this is a pretty setting for a football stadium. As you look out from the press box across the lake and the small park, the Lake Ellen Park that is adjacent to it, just an absolutely marvelous setting for a football game.
Has to be in the
weather doesn't help. Doesn't hurt, I mean.
Has two banks 2 blocks apart. One said 66, another said 77.
So. Average them. Morrison with the pass, almost intercepted
by Dan Brennan, number 21.
Should have been intercepted by
Brennan. Nice job in stopping up the pass, crossed the intended receiver.
Brennan turned around and found the ball was right there in his hands, and may have startled him a bit, and wasn't able to adjust and hang on to it.
It's all that heavy taping that those guys get, right? Brings up no gain on the play. An incomplete pass stops the clock at 2 minutes 54 seconds in the first quarter. Second down 10.
I think that's only the second pass they've thrown today, both incomplete.
One way overthrown, this one way underthrown.
That's right.
So maybe the next one will be the one that ties it in. Chapman in motion, handoff to Turner. Turner busts through the right side of the line and picks up a couple.
Dave Swengross made a tackle, a shoestring tackle, as Turner tried to cut upfield.
Swengross moving from his middle linebacker spot for the tackle. A pickup of 3 on the play. We'll call it third down 7 for the Panthers of Proviso West.
That was a nice play by Dave Swengross from middle linebacker. He read the play well and just kept running at the ball carrier. Made a diving stop there at the last moment to collar him.
David Howell back in out of the contest, replaced in the lineup by number 63 is Chris Larson at one of the guard spots.
Now 53 Flashberger comes in, and number 72 Tom Gallardi going out. That'll be at the left.
Some people around in and out of there, trying to get some people some playing time here in this last home game on Parents' Day.
Yeah, but there aren't any brothers on the team. Don't have to be. Not by name.
Proviso West now with a third down and 7 facing them. 2 wide receivers split bottom of your screen. Morrison drops back, sets the pass. The pass goes to number 21, Andy Charlie, the man with 2 first names. The ball to the 45-yard line, and enough for a first down on the quickie by Morrison to Charlie.
The right linebacker, Ron Crack, was blitzing on the play. He almost had Morrison sacked in the backfield, but it was a quick throw by Kevin Morrison. He was lucky to get that pass off at all.
So a fresh set of downs for Proviso West. And a bit better movement this time around with 1:30 here in the first quarter. In motion, the new running back there as Morrison rolls out of the pocket. The running back in motion was Stacy Welch. Alcorn on the tackle of Morrison. And a loss on the play of about 1 yard, so we'll call it second down and 11.
I don't know if that was an option pass or it was supposed to be a keeper, but
looks designed. It looked designed because they had the motion going that way with Stacy Welch and setting up for a lead block, and Morrison probably supposed to come in behind him and take that. Might have a situation where they don't have a guard that they can pull out of there that quickly. So you use the motion man to set up your blocking downfield.
Yep.
Second down play, 11. Handoff through the line, throw over the right side. The ball carrier is Stacy Welch. Jensen with the tackle. Gets back the loss and picks up about 4 more. Brings up a third down and 6.
Now the Panthers grinding it out here on the ground. They're not getting the big holes that they had on that first drive.
Yardage is coming much tougher as the clock winds down here toward the end of the first quarter. Panthers at the 48-yard line, their own 48. Morrison at quarterback gets them set. In motion is Chapman. Morrison back to pass. And it's intercepted as the clock expires. Nordmeyer with the interception. Stacy Welch tackles him at the 35-yard line just as the quarter expires. And we'll be back with the exciting second quarter of this afternoon's game right after this.
Glenbard 15.
Everyone should have a country home, a place that they can call their own, filled with laughter, love, and song, a place where they belong. With the Nashville Network, America's country home.
From racing to the rodeos, watch American Sports Cavalcade. Then fish the waters of America on Country Sportsman. See sports with a difference every weekend on the Nashville Network.
The Nashville Network, America's country home.
Glenbard West starting the drive after the Nordmeyer interception. First down 10 yards to go at the 35. There's a handoff. And up the middle it goes. So Scott Ellinger bulldozing his way for 5 yards down to the 30-yard line.
Plants and Ellinger collided on the handoff.
So it was only some good blocking up front and some determination by Ellinger that they still picked up 5 yards on that.
And it's on sale at the boosters table for $5. What is it?
Tackle
second down at 5.
Goes to left inside linebacker Vince Valenti.
Over 70 pictures of our Glenbard West.
You see the offensive huddle for the Glenbard West Hilltoppers, the hitters. Second down and 5, ball at the 30-yard line. Scott Plans at the quarterback. Ellinger and Swengross in the backfield. Stefani coming in motion to the near side. Handoff goes to Swengross. Off left tackle. Swengross over the 30. Down near the 25-yard line, near the first down.
Tripped up by
and again, Valenti on the tackle.
Vince Valenti tripping him up for the tackle.
Valenti, the defensive captain of the Panthers.
And we may get a measurement here. Nope, it's going to be 3rd and inches. Now the official's calling timeout. And the officials want to take a measurement and see how far they are away from the first down marker.
No, I don't know if they're measuring or they just wanted to talk about something in the huddle there with Proviso West. Clock is stopped. Action is stopped.
We're still having a timeout.
Oh, we have an equipment repair taking place out there in the Proviso huddle. Looks like a pair of shoulder pads busted loose.
And now they get the clock started again. It'll be 3rd down and just about 1 yard to go. Call it at the 26-yard line for Glenbard West. This drive started at the 35 after John Nordmeyer intercepted a pass with no time left on the clock after the first quarter. Handoff goes to Swengross. No, it's to the keeper by Plans, sweeping the left side, and he is tripped up at the 21-yard line. On the tackle, number 10, Eric Williams, the safety.
Eric Williams was the only thing between Scotty Plans and 6 points.
A good fake by Plans as he put the ball in Swengross's gut, pulled it out, and kept it himself and swept the left side. So it's a first down for Glenbard West at just outside the 20-yard line. They break the huddle. Hilltoppers on the move. Early here in the second quarter, it's 15-8. Glenbard West on top.
Stefani in motion.
Pitch back to Ellinger. Ellinger off the left side, dragging a man inside the 20-yard line down there. 13. Ellinger dragged his man about 2 yards.
Dragged down by Steve Ajoki.
Number 62, Steve Alioki. Alioki standing only 5'7", but he still made the tackle. Ball at the 13-yard line, second down, call it about 3 yards to go for Glenbard West. They are deep in Proviso territory, knocking on the door once again. Wide to the left side, actually in the slot left is Pat Doyle. Now he goes in motion to the far side. There's the pitch out. Goes to Ellinger to the right side. Ellinger cutting a field in the 10, the 5. A touchdown for Glenbard West. Scott Ellinger hits a blocking, running 13 yards for the touchdown. It is now 21-8, Glenbard West.
Plants takes the snap from center, turns a half turn, and gets the shovel pass to Ellinger, who was on the roll and moved it up the field for the touchdown. And the lead now moves out to 21-8, Glenbard West. 9 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first half.
Tom Streitberger with the kick. It is up, and it is good. So Tom Streitberger adds the extra point. And your score with 9 minutes and 31 seconds left in the first half. Glenbard West 22, Proviso West 8. We'll be back with more Glenbard football on your Group W sports station.
Where can you get a kind word?
You're such a pretty nurse, Frida.
Some fun in the sun. A helping hand. Even a breathtaking view. The Alfred Hitchcock Hour at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, Sunday.
We're back to action after that Glenbard West touchdown. They lead 22-8 with 9:31 to go. Joe Bruno ready to kick off. Chapman and Turner are deep for Proviso West. Ball at the 40-yard line. Bruno moves forward. There's the kick. It's a line drive kick, bouncing a couple of times on the ground. Picked up by Chapman. Chapman coming to the near sideline. Along the sideline, and he is run out of bounds.
At the 30.
At the 30-yard line on the tackle there, number
79. That is for the Hilltoppers, Rob Stenman. Rob Stenman.
And so once again, Proviso West will start out near their 30-yard line. This is the best field position they've had to start a drive. Call it the 31-yard line.
Theory behind that kickoff that you just saw was not to get the ball in the air and allow one of those real swift running backs to get the thing with some momentum built up as they had the first couple of times.
Kevin Morrison brings his crew out of the huddle. First down and 10 to go for Proviso West at their own 31-yard line. Deuce backfield, Chapman and Turner. Makes a handoff to Turner, give the Chapman around the left side, and he is buried just about at the line of scrimmage as he tried to move to his left.
Gallardi on the tackle.
Gallardi is in there, and we see number 81, Nordmeyer. Big pile up as Glenbard West not giving Proviso any running room on this play. Second down, call it 9. Give him a gain of a short 1 yard. He moves it out near the 32-yard line. Proviso has done virtually everything today on the ground. Their first drive, they moved down the field in a hurry, covered 73 yards in 6 plays to go up 8-0. But after that, it's been some tough yardage, and they have not managed to score after that in their next 2 drives. Morrison punches over the center. In motion to the near side is Chapman. Morrison now flips it to Turner, juggles the ball. He's going to throw, but he's being stacked up, gets his pass away under pressure. Coming down the near sideline, intercepted by Andy Durant of the 45.
A terribly ill-advised pass. He should have eaten the ball, but he put it up in the air and said, "Here, you take it. I don't want it."
They tried an option play, and Turner was off balance, and Andy Durant making an over-the-shoulder interception at his own 44-yard line.
That's what you call a kid that follows instructions, is you're going to get the ball and you're going to throw it.
That's right. He would have been better off just eating the ball and losing yardage rather than losing possession. But now Glenbard West will start a drive, another one after an interception. This is the third drive, the third turnover by Proviso West. 2 interceptions and 1 block punt. Scott Plans and company in action. There's the pitch out, going to Swengross, sweeping the left side. Buries one man at the 50, and he lunges forward down near the 46-yard line of Proviso West.
Getting the ball into Panther territory at the 46-yard line. And 2nd and 1 situation confronting the Hilltoppers now.
Boy, Swengross just ran over somebody at midfield.
Nailed him well.
So now in comes Durant, out goes Pat Doyle as Covert shovels in a play via the flankers. That's what he likes to do. Every play you usually see one of the flankers go out, another one come in. Scott Plans once again behind the quarterback. Durant in motion to the far side. Handoff. No, he fakes the handoff. Play action. Throwing long down the middle of the field. And it is an over-the-shoulder catch almost. And is caught and dropped by Durant. Durant had it at the 10-yard line and couldn't quite hang on. On the coverage was Eric Williams, number 10.
And Durant had Williams beat downtown. The pass was just a bit to the wrong side for Durant. He had to reach back and stretch back a little bit to try and get it, and in doing so, it took him a little out of position to make the catch. Nice try by Plants and Durant, however. It brings up a 3rd down short yard to go for the 1st down.
Third, call it about 1 yard to go. Plants once again getting ready. In motion is Pat Doyle.
Encroachment.
We've got encroachment as one of the Proviso West players moved offside.
That was number 77 on the movement there is Bill Sepka. Sepka got a little anxious and gives the 1st down to the Hilltoppers, with something that they really didn't need to do.
That's an easy way to get a first down. So now the ball at about the 42-yard line. Clock still running. Glenbard West on the move once again. They lead 22-8.
Did you think that Plants varied his count a little bit as we were sitting here watching that? That might have been
adjusted his cadence, or maybe he threw a head fake and drew somebody offside, but Scott Plant's a smart quarterback.
Shovel pass again.
Ellinger to the left side, running down the sideline, inside the 20, the 35 to the 30, and he is knocked down there, just outside the 30-yard line.
Same play they scored on just a bit ago.
Looks like it's enough for the first down, or else it'll be second and short. About 1 yard to go.
Ball at about the 33-yard line.
That was how they scored their touchdown to Ellinger on the far side. That little shovel pass behind a blocking back.
They went right last time on the touchdown situation. Now they say it's a first down.
Yeah, the official is asking the chain gang to move the ball, to move their chains a little bit, and first down and 10 to go for Glenbard West at the 32-yard line. Deuce backfield. Streitberger and Swengros. There goes the Streitberger, sweeping the right side. He's down inside the 20 to the 15, and he dives across the 10, inside the 10-yard line, about the 8-yard line. They fake the handoff to Swengros, and he pitched it back to Streitberger, who had a lot of running room around the right side.
Streitberger actually gets it down to the 4. First and goal from the 4.
They're going to spot it a couple yards back at the 6, but it's first and goal to go for Glenbard West. Streitberger now coming out. Scott Ellinger comes back in with a play.
It seems like everybody they put out there today is able to be successful.
It's almost like the King Midas touch, whoever Plans gives it to. So Glenbard West knocking on the door. They're already up by 2 touchdowns, and they're looking for more. We have it at the 6-yard line. Scott Plans puts Doyle in motion to the far side. Handoff goes to Ellinger, diving off right tackle, and he's down near the goal line. He was tripped up as he crossed the line of scrimmage, got down near the 2-yard line.
How'd you do? 112 trophy.
So it'll be second down and goal at about the 2 for Glenbard West.
Second goal from the 2-yard line.
Jay Stefani coming in. Pat Doyle comes out. A new play called from the sideline.
Tackle on that by the linebackers, Valenti and Alioki.
Pardon? Did you do well? Oh, yeah, we 112 trophy.
Glenbard West, 2 yards away from their 4th touchdown. Plans on the keeper, dives over the middle for the touchdown. So Scott Plans keeps the ball and goes right behind the center. And another 6 points for Glenbard West.
This is starting to turn out to be a real runaway right now. You had mentioned the fact that Proviso West had been shut out a number of times over the season. They're not going to be shut out today as they scored the first points of the game and went on a 2-point conversion to take an 8-0 lead. But since that time, it has been nothing but Glenbard West Hilltoppers on the roll.
Streitberger's kick is up, and it's good. And it's turning into a rout as Glenbard West leads 29-8. We'll be back with more Glenbard football on this, your Group W sports station.
HBO is your hot ticket to great music.
Joe Bruno getting ready to kick yet another time today. He's booted about 4 kickoffs so far. 5:48 left to play in the first half. Glenbard West with a big lead. There's a dribbling kick fielded there by number 45.
Stacy Welch.
Stacy Welch is stacked up, still on his feet. I thought he was going to be tackled at around the 40. Spins away from a man and gets down to about his 42-yard line.
Stacy Welch hit the stack and kind of stood there for a second, then bounced off of it, and then was able to pick up another couple of yards.
So Proviso West is starting their drives in good field position, but after their initial drive, they have not been able to go very far, turning the ball over 3 times today. Kevin Morrison
out of the contest, along with Gallardi.
Morrison lining up behind the center. He's got 2 wide receivers to the left side. It's a slat left. Back to pass, looking to throw. Fires down the left sideline. It is caught and dropped out there by Andy Charlie, number 21, as he got across the 45.
Covered by number 21, Danny Brennan.
He put it almost in his hands, but it just went off his fingertips out of bounds.
Stretched him out just a little bit more than his frame could handle.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Morrison has tried 3 passes today, but has completed none of them. And there was one pass tried by Turner that was intercepted. That's what started that 65-yard touchdown drive that put Glenbard West up 29-8 just moments ago. Deuce backfield. Slot to the near side is Charlie. Wide to the near side is Cletus Cross, number 11. Dropping back, rolling out now to throw. He's being chased. He's pressured and he is sacked. On the sack is number 65, Eric Jensen. And Morrison had no time at all to throw. He is still down on the ground. Morrison was running backward, didn't even have time to look downfield. Jensen buried him for a big loss.
And the back, Turner, kind of tippy-toed off the block on Jensen. He could have gotten Jensen and chopped him, but he didn't. And that allowed Jensen to keep on coming like the freight train. And that's a big mistake by a running back. You can see somebody coming like that. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to cut him.
Well, the ball popped loose, but it was after Morrison was down on the ground, and they ruled it a dead ball.
27-yard line.
They have been moving backward. They are now at their own 27-yard line. It's 2nd down and long. Make it 3rd down and long. Morrison, there's the handoff. It goes to Chapman up the middle. Gets a couple of yards up near the 30, but he is stacked up about at the 31-yard line.
That'll bring up a 4th down and about 30 to go.
Crack was in the pile, and Swengross was in the pile.
1st down is at the Glenbard West 48-yard line. That's where they have to move the ball to, but they're going to punt it away.
So Cletus Cross will boot it away. The last time he punted, he had the ball blocked. Crack and Jensen both combined to block the punt. That set up a 15-yard scoring drive in the 1st quarter. Cross standing at his own 30, 2 men deep. The kick is kicked to the left side. Durant has to backpedal, lets it hit the ground, and it rolling down inside the 15, and the ball just dies at the 14-yard line where it is touched by some Proviso players. Durant.
Not a good decision by Andy Durant.
No, he was standing up a bit far. It was a good punt by Cletus Cross as it went over Durant's head, and rather than try for the over-the-shoulder catch, he let it hit the ground. And so now Glenbard West is deep in their own territory. They'll start it at their own 14.
That would be critical were this a closer game. If this was a 14-8 game or something like that, that would have been a very bad decision for Andy Durant. But up 29-8, let the offense go to work, see what they can do.
That's right. Glenbard leading by 3 touchdowns.
Plus the fact you might have a chance to get in some of those number 2 and number 3 players in there now.
Plants pitches out to Swengross, hit in the backfield, turning it upfield now at the 20, near the 20-yard line, but he is stopped for a short gain at about the 18-yard line.
Diedrich Miller.
Diedrich Miller on this stuff.
Some good running there by Swengross. He just puts his head down and just keeps going forward.
Very powerful young man. Very powerful.
Turned a potential loss into a gain of close to 5 yards, about 4 yards.
2nd and 6.
They have it at the 18-yard line. There you see the defensive front lineup for the Proviso West Panthers,
who right now are kind of talking to themselves.
They play a 4-4-3 defense. 4 men in the front, 4 linebackers. There's a handoff to Ellinger. He is hit in the backfield and dropped, but he lunges forward maybe a half a yard. But he was hit moments after he took the ball at the line of scrimmage.
That play almost developed a little too fast as the guard, Jensen, pulled. But seemed like he pulled just a count too soon.
I thought it might have been an offsides call.
Yeah, and it allowed the linebacker to get in behind the play and stop it up.
So it'll be 3rd down, call it 5 yards to go. Wide to the right is Doyle, who just came in the ball game for Durant. Deuce backfield of Ellinger and Swengross, and then we have a flag. Another encroachment, looks like against Proviso West.
Yeah, and this time it goes, the call is going to go against number 53, a tackle, Scotty Williams.
Scott Plans must be changing his cadence or doing something, maybe a little head fake or a shoulder fake, doing something to draw Proviso West offside, because that's about the third or fourth encroachment call we've seen today.
The only other reason that would be happening is that Proviso West is trying to anticipate the snap count and trying to make the move earlier as early as possible. So they're kind of, what you do is you kind of roll forward on your toes, and sometimes you get your momentum going just a little bit too much forward, and it's hard to recover.
So that's a first down for Glenbard West. Call it at the 24-yard line. Handoff goes to Ellinger over the middle, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage, but he managed to lurch forward for about a yard at the 26. So that 4-4-3 defense is managing to stack up the line of scrimmage, especially up the middle.
Valente on the tackle again.
Vince Valente, the left inside linebacker. He's been in on a number of tackles, as has the right inside linebacker, Steve Alioki. The two inside linebackers are playing almost over the center position. Now they spread it out a little bit. The pitch out goes to Streitberger. He's going to throw downfield. Throwing long, intended for Durant. It is overthrown as Durant was being covered in double coverage at around the 45-yard line.
The pass, except the fact that it wasn't caught, was a nice-looking pass from Streitberger.
Yeah, you might see Streitberger throwing some more of those, maybe in the playoffs.
As I look out across Lake Ellen right now, there's a sailboat out there. It looks like those shots you always see on the NFL games of the Bears Stadium, Soldier Field.
That's right. Almost like the cover of a travel brochure. There's a couple of dozen geese out there in a sailboat in the dark blue waters. Glenbard West on the move. It's third down and about 9. Plans on the keeper, dropping back to throw, firing down the right sideline. He's got Durant. And over the shoulder grab by Eddie Durant at the 30-yard line. And he is wrestled down at the 26.
On that coverage was number 34, Eric Harton. Harton had good coverage.
That pass was thrown right into Durant's arms. A beautiful over-the-shoulder catch. And Glenbard West, with their biggest gain of the day, moving it down inside the 30-yard line to the 27 of Proviso West.
And we have but 36 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Glenbard, I'm sure, even though they're up by 3 touchdowns, would like to get some more points. Maybe try out that 2-minute offense. See if they can get at least a field goal here.
Part of what's happening, what will be happening, I would imagine, here in the second half then, is some testing by Coach Covert, some things that he might want to try out. Not necessarily tip his hand, but things that he might want to see in game situations that they perhaps would have in their bag of tricks, so to speak, for the coming playoffs.
At the halftime, all G teams are to report to the east end of the
stadium.
Still
a timeout on the field. There you see the officials. We saw a moment ago the Glenbard West offensive huddle.
And the understatement of the day back there on that one backstop, West is best. They are today for sure.
That's right.
Certainement.
There you see Lake Ellen and that sailboat that we talked about earlier. One of the photographers along the sideline. He's probably unsure whether he wants to take a picture of the lake or the action here on the field.
If it keeps going this way in the second half, we just might catch a shot of him photographing the scenery.
Temperatures in the mid-70s, maybe a little too cool to go swimming, but that lake looks awfully enticing.
A neat invitation. You see some young kids chasing the geese over there on the far side, too. It's kind of fun.
The hitters break their huddle. It's first down and 10 to go at the 27. Only 36 seconds remain in the first half. In motion to the near side is Pat Doyle. Plans drop back. He'll throw over the middle of the field. He's got a catch there by Doyle over the middle of the field at the 5. He stumbles in for the touchdown. Pat Doyle, the man in motion, cut down the center of the field. And he angled to his left, and he grabs a touchdown pass. A 27-yard pass from Scott Plants to Doyle. On the coverage, it looked like number 46, Keith Pellegrini.
The linebacker, and he just wasn't able to keep it together.
Pellegrini stumbled and fell down. Doyle managed to keep his balance, hung onto the ball, and he stumbled in for the touchdown. So with 29 seconds left, this game is rapidly turning into a blowout. And we still have another whole half to play. Streitberger ready for the kick. The boot is up, and once again, it is successful. So now we have a score of 37-8. There's 29 seconds left to play in this first half, and we'll be back with more Glenbard football on your Group W sports station.
What's better than HBO? The HBO Cinemax combo. HBO and Cinemax are made for each other to give you two different choices on two different channels.
Okay. Don't believe that.
That's twice the hit movies, exclusive originals, and great music. Over 160 programs every month. There's always something great to watch. What more could you ask for?
Made my day.
Good. Call your local cable company now.
Joe Bruno ready to kick off. It's 36-8. It's 36-8 in favor of Glenbard West. Bruno bounces a kick into the dirt and falling on the ball at about the 38-yard line for Proviso West. Looks like number 45, and that will be Stacy Welch, and it is.
36-8 our score, and we have 28 seconds just remaining here in the first half of action. The clock will roll. We'll probably see one more play before we go to the half.
Now Morrison will probably just try to throw a Hail Mary pass downfield and maybe hope to get in some kind of points on the board here to boost the morale of the Proviso West Panthers. They started out the game on their opening drive. They led 8-0, and now they find themselves down 36-8. Morrison dropping back with only seconds to go, throwing down the left sideline. It is just overthrown out of the reach of Andy Charlie at midfield, and that's the last play of the first half. At halftime, we've got a score of 36-8. We'll be back with second half action after this on your Group W Sports Station.
Get a jump on the day's news each weekday morning as the USA Network brings you BizNet News Early Edition, the only Washington-produced news show seen nationwide. BizNet comes to you live and keeps you informed with comprehensive, up-to-the-minute business, economic, and national political news. Stay on top of what's happening with BizNet News Early Edition at 6 Eastern on USA weekday mornings.
Long, long ago, man had no way to forecast the weather, so he never knew what to expect. Then came television news with forecasts at noon, 6 and 11, and man never knew what to expect. Today, we have the Weather Channel, state-of-the-art forecasting 24 hours a day, with local forecasts 8 times every hour. So now things are a bit more civilized. The Weather Channel, weather of a higher order.
Here's to November. When the weather gets colder, the movies on Showtime get hotter. And hotter. And hotter.
That good, huh? Not bad.
We've got the blockbusters that'll knock you out and stars that'll light up the start of your holiday season.
Why don't you just relax a little bit?
Okay, but try hard not to let yourself lose your head.
This is fun!
First, take a trip to the future.
Long live the fighters!
And share the electrifying experience of a brave new world.
The sleeper has awakened!
Catch the explosive action of Dune. Those big guns from Hollywood, Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds are together again for the first time.
Well, it's about time!
Taking a whack at partnership. And taking on the thugs of prohibition.
What a team!
The city heat is on. George Burns will kick up his heels, and we're not just blowing smoke.
Interesting.
He's divine in Oh God, You Devil. Anne Bancroft is a dying woman with one last request.
Yeah, I want to meet Garbo.
Are you kidding?
No, you'll love Garbo Talk. Plus, Diane Keaton and Klaus Kinski play a most dangerous game of espionage in The Little Drummer Girl. Kathleen Turner and Anthony Perkins sizzle in Crimes of Passion. And a national pay cable exclusive, Hitchcock's The Trouble with Harry. All hits in November on Showtime.
A very extensive halftime just completed, as it's Parents' Day here for the final home game of the 85 season at Glenbard West. Scott Wager, Dave Newman here with you as the Group W Glenbard football season comes to an end with a game that at halftime has the Hilltoppers on top 36-8 over the Panthers of Proviso West.
Well, it sure has been an offensive display by the Hilltoppers. They've scored 5 touchdowns in the first half. 3 of those drives starting with turnovers. 2 interceptions, a block punt. Opportunistic defense, I guess you'd say, and A very impressive offense shown today by the Hilltoppers.
12 minutes loaded back onto the third quarter clock.
Captain Chris
And if they don't have enough points already, Glenbard West is going to receive the opening kickoff here and start another offensive drive.
Let's get your tickets ready.
And as we start the second half, the group here known as the G teams are going to be releasing helium balloons as the kickoff is made. So it should be kind of an interesting scene as the start of the second half comes.
Murdoch Herford gets his foot into it and boots it down. It is taken there by Glenbard West. It's juggled and running it down across the 35 out to the 40-yard line.
John Lloyd on the return, and there go the balloons.
Tackle is made by number 67 of Proviso West. That's Murdoch Herford, who was the man that kicked the ball off, and he's hurt.
Winning number
at the 40-yard line. He's down.
053138.
Maybe we can get a shot of all the balloons in the air.
38.
It's kind of an interesting scene there. It's just a sea of green and white balloons now high above the field.
They're still attending to the injured Proviso West player, the kicker, Herford, as we found.
I don't care if we just find a
Maybe see if we can get a camera to turn it upward toward the sky and see dozens of balloons.
While we have a moment here, too, we'd like to acknowledge the fact that the Glenbard West volleyball team, the varsity, finished second in the conference. They lost to Oak Park on Tuesday evening. They'll be starting the regional playoffs this coming week. And a very fine season shown by the freshman team, which finished their season at 18-2. So perhaps the volleyball dynasty will continue here at Glenbard West.
Which one is yours?
Very good athletic program. There you see all those helium balloons in the air. Wonder how far they'll travel.
We're going to try and get a couple of those, and we'll breathe into helium here and do the second half of helium voices. We'll all sound like Donald Duck.
There you go. Speaking of helium, I heard this week on a Jeopardy question that helium is the second most common element in the universe.
What is the first?
I don't know. That's what we couldn't figure out. I guess that's the Jeopardy stumper for next week. I thought it might be hydrogen or
probably
something.
hydrogen.
053138.
Considering
30
that
seconds
is
to bring that
that's one of the
ticket
main
to the booth.
elements in something like the sun.
That's right. Carbon is probably up there in the top 10, but anyway, they're still tending to that injured Proviso West player. He really had his bell rung.
Murdoch Herford. It looked like he might have hurt a leg or something.
Well, yeah, it looks like they're testing out his knee, seeing if they're moving it very slowly.
We'll be back with more of the action after the injured player is attended to. This is Glenbard football.
All right, we're going to have to draw another winning.
There's love in the morning, noon, and night with suspense, mystery, and laughter. The Lifetime Movie Break, the best in contemporary film entertainment. Now you can see a different movie 3 times a day. So take a break every weekday at 9 a.m. and 4 and 11 p.m. Eastern.
Real nice.
The stars come out morning, noon, and night with the Lifetime Movie Break.
And we're back here to action as Murdoch Herford has helped off the field. And they just auctioned off in a drawing, a football that was signed by all of the Glenbard West Hilltopper players and the coaches.
New quarterback in the game for Glenbard West is number 10, Jay Carr.
Carr gives the handoff, and off the right side is Streitberger, and he is hit at the line of scrimmage and knocked back about a yard or two, down at the 38-yard line. Oh, we have wholesale changes here in the second half as Glenbard West is up by 4 touchdowns.
Wholesale nothing. It's a platoon. There's nobody out there that started the game.
Now, Jay Stefani, number 41, coming in. Jay Carr, as we mentioned, the new quarterback. And we have Streitberger in the backfield, along with Art Ordano, number 12. Carr calling out the signals, fakes the handoff, rolling out to his left side on the keeper. He's out to the 40-yard line, well, near the side of the 45, and he is knocked out of bounds by Eric Williams, number 10, just across the midfield stripe, getting into Proviso territory at, call it, the 49-yard line.
The only thing that bothered me about that that run by Carr is the way he was holding the ball out in front of him with both hands. If he had gotten hit, he probably would have lost the ball. I would have preferred him to see it tucked in and running with it.
You want that offensive
Number 30 coming in at halfback, Mel Yeager.
Call me numbers and I'll mark them. Okay, I've got 50 is Bruno.
Deuce backfield, Stefani in the slot to the near side, a double tight end formation.
Mauricio, what's his 64?
Number 86 on the near side, number 83 on the far side. Hand off it goes, giving it to Streitberger. Streitberger puts his shoulder down and knocks into a man as he gets across the 45, and he bulldozes his way out inside to the 43-yard line.
He gave a forearm shift to Chapman, and Chapman straightened up right away as he was kind of leaning down for the tackle, and then boom, got hit.
Yeah. Number 20, Streitberger coming out. Art Ordano goes back in. The two tight ends were number 86, John McDonnell, and number 83, Scott Coons.
79, Rob Stenman.
Coons tight end to the far side, McDonnell on the near side, Stefani slot to the left. Pitch out, and the pitch out is fumbled. Going back to recover it is Mel Yeager at the 45-yard line.
The running back that was supposed to take that pitch was confused. That was number 30, Mel Yeager, and I think he kind of interpreted that he was supposed to block on that instead of getting it.
And playing end for the hitters, number 83, Scott Coons.
So fortunately, the Hilltoppers are able to fall back on the ball. The clock stops with 10 minutes in the third quarter.
Some more changes for Glenbard West as Paul Palicki coming in. Leaving the ball game is Stefani. Also coming out is Art Ordano. Streitberger back in. There's the pitch. Out goes to Streitberger. He's got a block sweeping the near side, and he is tripped at the 45, and he slides to the 47-yard Grabbing him by the shoelaces and pulling him down is number 62,
Steve Alioki.
Steve Alioki, the right inside linebacker.
Alioki just caught the top of his pads and was able to kind of bring him down and kicked him out.
So Jaeger and Stefani coming out of the ball game, and Glenbard West forced to punt on a 4th and 5. 2 men deep. There's the kick, a high driving kick. It hits the ground at the 22, bouncing to the far sideline, and it rolls out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A nice kick for Scott Coons.
At the 15-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers.
So Proviso West will be buried deep in their own territory, starting it at their own 15.
So what we're looking at here on the field right now are all the number 2 players for Glenbard West. Coach Jim Covert, obviously comfortable with the 36-8 score.
Of course, Proviso still has their frontline players in there. They want to get some points in a hurry, try to make this score respectable, even if they can't pull the game out. We're likely to see a lot of passing by Kevin Morrison, number 12, the quarterback for the Panthers. Deuce backfield of Turner and Chapman. Turner now coming in motion to the near side. Rolling out to his right side is on the keeper is Morrison. Now he throws the ball over the middle of the field, and it is caught and dropped right there at the 20-yard line. The intended receiver looked like number 11, Cletus Cross.
And what he did is he put his hands out in front. The ball got through his hands and it came off his body.
Joe Bruno, number 50, was there on the coverage. That would have been only about a 5-yard gain anyway, but
some hard hands there by
that's right.
Receiver.
Morrison has not had much success throwing to his receivers. Has thrown 1 interception so far today. Morrison now looks over the Glenbard defense. In motion once again is Turner. Same play rolling out. Now the pitch out goes to Chapman. Chapman trying to sweep the side, being chased to the sidelines. Chapman has run out of bounds at the 18 or 19-yard line as Dave Flashberger was the one who shoved him out of bounds.
Chapman taken out of bounds by Dave Flashberger.
They mark it at the 19 where he went out of bounds, Dave.
You got the end?
Chapman turned on the speed, but Glenbard West defense was right there to meet him, and he had no running room as he tried to sweep to the right side.
Passing situation coming up as it's 3rd down and 6.
Down guards are 50 Bruno and 53 West.
So we may see a blitz here by Glenbard West as they have both of the outside linebackers playing up at the line of scrimmage. 6 men at the front line. The defensive backs in tight. Morrison, 2 men in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Now he gives on a reverse to Turner. Turner sweeping the left side. He's being chased to the sideline. Turner breaks the tackle, turns it upfield near the 25, and there's a flag on the play as he runs out of bounds near the 25-yard line.
Flag on the play may indicate holding or perhaps a clip.
Hadley was in on the tackle. Georgian was in there near the play. It could be a holding call. We'll wait for the official. That would have been near the... It could have been a 1st down.
It's close to first down
You got
here.
the time, we'll set our new defense. Number 12 playing linebacker Art Ordano. Number 20 playing linebacker Tom Streitberger.
Personal foul, flipping, white.
I thought I saw a clip out there.
Boy, that sure hurts Proviso West, as that'll be a 15-yard walk-off. That ball comes all the way back to the 12-yard line.
33, number 41.
So it is third down and long.
Playing guard, number 54.
Proviso West having some penalty problems today. On the defense, they've been called many times for encroachment or offsides. And now a clipping call against the offense. That cost them a first down. Turner and Chapman still in the backfield. Slot to the near side is Cross. Wide to the near side is Andy Charlie. There's the handoff going to Turner. Hit at the line of scrimmage and yanked backward. Number 53, Dave Flashberger, was...
Nails him at the 9-yard line.
Flashberger and Guerin nail him at the 9.
In on that tackle.
Boy, Dave Flashberger hit him right at the line of scrimmage and drove him backwards. So now it is 4th and miles to go.
78 Mike Guerin and 79 Rob Stenman.
So we'll see Cletus Cross kicking, punting from his own end zone if they decide to boot it.
Middle linebacker.
The ball is spotted at the 11-yard line. Well, they lost some big chunks of yardage. They're just being driven backward.
Streitberger and Lloyd back deep at the 50 to take this punt from Cletus Cross.
Standing about 2 yards inside the end zone. Low snap it is. There, gets away the kick, a high driving punt to the far sideline. Bounces on the ground once or twice. Picking it up is number 20, Streitberger, cutting it upfield. He is out across the 45 to the 48-yard line.
No, we've been trying to...
Streitberger delayed a few moments before he picked the ball up off the ground, and we were wondering whether he was just going to let it lie there.
Yeah, it's probably better that he got himself set to take the ball as opposed to trying to take it just a little bit earlier. As it was, it turned out well for the Hilltoppers. The clock is now rolling with 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining.
Number 10, Jay Carr, will quarterback this drive as he did the opening drive in the second half. Glenbard West will probably, well, obviously, will try to run off the clock. Probably see a lot of running plays here as they're leading big, 36-8. There's the pitch out. Goes to Streitberger, coming to the near side, across midfield, and he is tackled and bulldogged down at the 48-yard line of Proviso West.
Alioki on the tackle.
Gain of about 4 yards on the play. Had a little hole off the left guard and tackle and cut it upfield.
And we'll correct that tackle going to Keith Pellegrini.
And number 30, Mel Jagger, comes in. Ball at the 48 of Proviso West. Slot to the right is Palicki. And now there's a flag on the play. It looked like another Proviso West player jumped offside. That has to be about the 5th time they've done that today.
Just anticipating. That's all they're doing, is they're anticipating the snap count. They think they know what it is and then try to get off on it.
Perhaps the Hilltoppers are changing the snap count at every play, trying to throw them off guard. So now it's second down and about 2 or 3 yards to go, short yardage. Handoff goes to number 12, Ordano, up the middle, drags 2 players to the 41 near the first down marker. Art Ordano had 2 men draped on his back, and he just kept those legs churning and managed to get a first down on the play for Glenbard West. Now Palicki coming out, and number 41, Jay Stefani, comes in with a new play from the bench. Proviso West has gone most of this way with their first-string defense. They've been getting a workout. Glenbard West has scored 5 touchdowns so far. We're in the second half. Early in the third quarter. Jay Carr at quarterback. Pitch out. Going to Art Ordano. Cuts upfield. And he squirms his way out across the 40 inside to about the 38-yard line. There was a flag thrown after the tackle.
Holding call, probably.
Looks like maybe holding on Glenbard West.
Way it was thrown, yeah, it's...
So it looks they will accept the penalty on...
Personal foul, slipping.
Oh, slipping call, wow.
That's going to be a major penalty. So that'll bring it all the way back into Glenbard West territory, right near their 45-yard line. 15-yard penalty. That's a costly penalty, but when you're up by 4 touchdowns, it's not really too much to worry about. 5 minutes, 27 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Glenbard West 36. Proviso West 8.
Yeah, they were ahead.
First down and long yardage. Call it 1st and 25. Jay Carr drops back. Facing the blitz, throws a short pass to the sideline. Scott Coons runs it upfield across the 50, driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line. A screen pass to the tight end on the right side.
Tight end screen, and it worked very well as Jay Carr hung in there and was going to take the punishment as he let the ball go, but pulled off. What makes the screen pass work is you got to carry through that fake like you're letting them in on you, or they're getting in on you. You're letting them in actually, and he handled it real well.
So that was a gain of 10 yards as it gets to the 45-yard line of Proviso West. 2nd down and 15 yards to go. Stefani in motion. Fakes the handoff. Jay Carr on the keeper. He fumbles the ball at the midfield. It is picked up by Proviso West.
Pellegrini
running down the right sideline. Inside the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10. He's going to go all the way, and he's pushed out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds at the 4-yard line by Dave Flashberger, number 53. Flashberger, a touchdown-saving tackle. It looked as though Pellegrini was going to go in for the touchdown.
Flashberger doing a great job to save the touchdown, coming back all the way from the other side as he had been one of the backs in motion moving out over there, and came all the way back to pick up on Pellegrini and make the push.
So Proviso West has the ball.
That ball at the 3.
At the 3-yard line. They'll call it around the 3 or the 4, but either way, it's 1st and goal for the Panthers. This is their best scoring opportunity since the opening drive of the football game. Morrison in at quarterback in the I formation. Turner the deep man. Wide to the left side is Cross. To the near side is Andy Charlie. Handoff goes to Turner, stacked up at the line of scrimmage, and he takes a loss as he was pushed back to the 5-yard line.
What happened there is Turner played the dot in the I, came up for the handoff, and as he got to the line of scrimmage, he tried to stop to pick his hole, but what happened, his feet slid out from underneath him, and that held up his progress. He couldn't adjust and slid out from underneath and got nailed.
Number 67, Keith Hadley, was in on that stop for Glenbard West. So the ball is back to the 6-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play. Still 2nd down and goal. Once again, the I formation. Turner the deep man. Reggie Chapman up close. Handoff goes now to Turner. Sweeps the left side. Slipping and falling is Streitberger. And going in for the touchdown is Turner. Turner put on a little stutter step move and froze Streitberger in his tracks, and slipping on the turf was Streitberger. Going in for the touchdown on a 6-yard run is Turner.
Turner dipped his shoulder. It looked like he was making the inside move, and then took it and gathered it back up and made it the swing around the outside for the score.
Once again, a turnover leads to some points. Proviso West will go for the 2-point conversion. The ball spotted down at the 2-yard line. Handoff fakes the handoff to Turner. Morrison on the keeper. He's grabbed. Pitches out at the last moment to Chapman. The ball is fumbled and recovered by Glenbard West at the 5. So the 2-point conversion goes for naught. The ball was fumbled, recovered by the Hilltoppers. So it was only 6 points with 3 minutes and 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Your score, 36-14 Glenbard West. We'll be back for more Glenbard football on your Group W sports station.
We're trying to get them.
Take a look at our explosive new Monday night lineup with 3 hit series.
Action!
Beginning at 8.
Hi, I'm James.
Meet James at 15.
He reminds me of Sylvester Stallone, only younger.
Next, clear the road for the Chinese detective.
Because I'm going to get you. It's got to be me.
Then they killed the men. They captured the women. The men were the lucky ones. Tenko, the saga continues. It's an all-new Monday night lineup on Arts and Entertainment.
Kicking off will be Hereford from his 40-yard line. The boot is in the air. An end-over-end kick. It is fielded at the 15-yard line by Glenbard West, up to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, and Ordano slips and falls at the 38-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
They're saying it's a fumble, and Glenbard West claims that Proviso West saying they've recovered.
On the return,
he was down. The ball was popped out as he hit the ground.
The ground cannot cause a fumble, so Glenbard West will take it at their own 38. That touchdown drive was 2 plays covering 6 yards. And Turner, Joe Turner, going in for the touchdown run. 2-point conversion failed. It is 36-14, Glenbard West. We're late in the third quarter. Jay Carr is still at quarterback, as he has been for this entire third quarter. Deuce backfield, Ordano and Streitberger in motion to the near side is Stefani. Handoff goes to the first man through Ordano, and he is wrestled down to the ground at the 39. On the pickup of about 1.
On the tackle is Steve Alioki, who really kind of got him like a steer and bulldog.
Alioki has seen a lot of action. They've been running it either off the left side, right at the right linebacker Alioki, or else right up the middle. That first string defense has got to be a little bit on the tired side for Proviso West. 5 long touchdown drives for Glenbard West today.
In the sophomore game, was interesting is that they only had like 9 people on the bench, so for Proviso West, it was something else.
They don't speak the right language.
Handoff goes to the second man through. That's Streitberger, and he twists and turns his way out to the 45-yard line. Pickup of about 5 or 6. Pellegrini in on the tackle. Third down and about 3 yards to go. Paul Palicki now comes in. Out goes Jay Stefani, number 41. Glenbard West is eating up the clock, trying to get a long, drawn-out drive here.
Clock is winding at 2:04 in the third quarter, and with the number 2 and 3 players at most positions in for Glenbard West.
Handoff goes to Ordano, and he's wrestled down. Make that Streitberger on the carry.
Tackle is by Anton Griffin, number 74, a 230-pound defensive tackle.
Looks like he's maybe inches short of the first down. We're going to take time out here for a measurement.
Yeah, it looks like it might be close.
Officials calling timeout, and the sideline crew will bring in the chains. He had to get to the 48-yard line, and he's somewhere near the 47 and a half.
I say about a half yard short from the way it looks, unless the measurement changes substantially. Oh, just a finger short.
He's about a centimeter short.
They gave him a first down.
Well, they gave it to him just by a fraction of that football.
Must have been our angle from here in the press box.
So it's first down and 10. Ball at about the 48-yard line of Glenbard West. A minute and a half, actually under 1 minute and a half remaining in the third quarter. Hilltoppers still on the move here. Carr handing off to Streitberger. Big hole up the left side, and he's inside. Proviso West territory is crashing in over the left side down to the 47-yard line. Picks up about 5 yards. Tom Streitberger being a workhorse here in the second half.
Coming in and filling in quite ably for Davis Swengros and Scott Ellinger in the backfield, handling that running duty. He's out of the contest right now.
As
he's replaced.
Jagger coming in by Yeager?
Yeah, it'd probably be Yeager.
I think it's Yeager. Hand off to Yeager, hit in the backfield and bulldozed down at the line of scrimmage. Number 55, Diedrich Miller, was in on the play, but I don't think he was the first man who hit him.
55 also came out of the pile.
That was Diedrich Miller, number 55, but I'm not sure who hit him first. But either way, it's no gain. Third down and 6. Glenbard West breaking the huddle. Coming back to the line of scrimmage. They would like to get a first down here, and that would let them eat up some time early in the fourth quarter.
Third down
Keep the drive
6.
going. Carr gives the handoff to the first man through, and tripped and stumbling is Art Ordano as he picks up perhaps 1 yard on the play, but nothing more than that.
Bill Sepka got the hand out there and tripped up the ball carrier for the tackle. So Sepka with the tackle, and that ends our third quarter. 1 more to go in this 85 season of Glenbard football here on Group W. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
New this season on CBN, 3 back-to-back comedies the whole family can enjoy together. First, Eddie Albert and David Gabor give up the luxuries of Manhattan for their dream home in Hooterville on Green Acres. Then, on the courtship of Eddie's father, Bill Bixby tries to cope with the matchmaking of his 7-year-old son, followed by Please Don't Eat the Daisies, starring 150 pounds of captivating sheepdog. They're all new this season, weeknights on CBN.
We're back to action here as punting into the ball for Glenbard West. A high booming kick comes down inside the 20. bouncing, taken at the 15. He fumbles the ball. Glenbard West going to recover. Glenbard West recovering a fumble as a touch to Proviso West player.
Scott Cunningham.
Scott Cunningham, number 77, was alert, saw the ball hit Proviso West player, and he dived on the loose ball inside the Proviso 15-yard line.
Excuse my exuberance, but when I saw the ball pop loose, I just couldn't believe it. The ball, the receiver back there, number 45, Stacy Welch, kind of nonchalanted that punt, and it was really strange.
So it's a first down and 10 yards to go for Glenbard West at their own 13-yard line.
Another excellent scoring opportunity for Glenbard West, Dave.
Yeager and Ordano in the backfield. Jay Carr gives the hand up to Yeager, tries the right side, guard and tackle, dragging about 2 or 3 players forward. He gets down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Make that inside the 10. He got all the way down to the 10-yard line. Mel Yeager just dragging half of the Proviso West defense.
And they can get a first down at about the 3-yard line, so if they convert the first down, just looking at taking the yardage, they would have a first and goal situation from there.
Glenbard West scored 36 points in the first half, but they have yet to cross the goal line here in the second half. We're just underway in the fourth quarter. Deuce backfield once again. Jay Carr pitching out to Ordano. And he's tripped up in the backfield, but he manages to fall forward to about the 11-yard line.
Tripped up by Andy Charlie.
Andy Charlie on the tackle. Came in and flashed in from his defensive back spot there. Actually kind of playing a linebacker.
Third down. And about 8 yards to go.
I'd call it 8, 3rd and 8.
Well, the Hilltoppers would like to get their second string offense a touchdown, but if worst comes to worst, I suppose they would settle for the field goal. Jay Carr huddles over the center. Now to roll out to the left side. He's got a one blocker. Looking to pass, throwing into the end zone. Touchdown! A touchdown catch in the end zone by number 83, Scott Coons.
And again on the coverage and getting beat one more time yet today, Eric Williams, and he has to feel like a man that's been just stood up against the wall and everybody's shooting at him.
So Scott Coons catching an 11-yard touchdown pass from Jay Carr. And there you hear the marching band in the background. The first touchdown of the second half for the Hilltoppers. They're rolling up the score. Number 20, Tom Streitberger will kick. Jay Carr with the place down. The ball is up. It is good. So with 9 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this football game, your score, 43 for Glenbard West, 14 for Proviso. We'll be back with the rest of the fourth quarter action after these words on your Group W sports station.
Everyone should have a country home, a place that they can call their own, filled with laughter, love, and song, a place where they belong. With the Nashville Network, America's country home.
From racing to the rodeos, watch American Sports Cavalcade. Then fish the waters of America on Country Sportsman. See sports with a difference every weekend on the Nashville Network.
The Nashville Network, America's country home.
We're back for the fourth quarter, and Scott Wager takes over the play-by-play with Joe Bruno's kickoff.
Bruno ready to kick off at the 40-yard line. Chatham and Turner back deep for Proviso West. Bruno advances on the ball, a low kick, Squibber, touched at the 34-yard line by a front man, picked up by Pellegrini, the man who picked up the fumble a little bit earlier and ran it back that led to the touchdown for Proviso West. Jay Stefani with the stop. And we have action now offensively for Proviso West. Proviso West really kind of been running up against the brick wall this year and having a tough time of it. And a 43-14 score doesn't have to explain too much to you.
That's the truth.
Or it itself explains everything to you. Maybe that'd be the better way to say that. Morrison still at quarterback, Chapman and Turner the running backs. Not much change at all. Cross one of the splits out here near side. And a little movement.
The entire left side of the line, both of the wide receivers, everybody off sides on that side.
That's a big uh-oh. I guess that would be a little illegal procedure.
Yep. Both wide receivers were about 10 yards downfield before the ball was snapped, so.
The funny thing about that was that the whistle didn't blow until they were about 10, almost 15 yards down the field. I think everybody said, whoa, what's going on? So we'll try it again. First and 15. Ball moved back now to inside the 35-yard line at the 33. Handoff to the first back through, Turner. Turner over to the far side there, and looks like he was brought down by number 51 of the Hilltoppers. That is David Georgian.
Well, he handed off to the first man through, and Morrison made it look as though he was just faking to Turner and was rolling out, but Glenbard West did not fall for that fake at all.
Did they get your office over here?
Yes. Loss of some yardage. Loss of 5.
Morrison sets back to pass, gets the ball in the air, and throws a wounded duck all the way downfield. It bounces at the 30. The receiver stopped at the 40, so a 10-yard overthrow.
The nearest man to that football was about 5 yards away, and he was wearing a green jersey, number 14, Nick Silphone.
8 minutes, 14 seconds remaining here in the contest with Glenbard West on top substantially, 43-14. Last game of the season.
Well, it's a good thing we have a program up here in the press box, as everybody, it seems, has seen some action for Glenbard West.
Waiting for the coaches to put the pads on now.
I see Jim Covert get out there yet.
A little bit of action by everybody on a day like today. In motion is Chapman. Back to pass is Morrison. Morrison under pressure, throws the ball out toward Turner. Guerin with the pressure on Morrison. Incomplete pass brings up a third down.
Boy, Mike Guerin, 6'2", 185, was ready to have Morrison for lunch, but Morrison just delivered the ball very quickly in a hurry.
Morrison really forced out of the pocket there. Ball remains
around most of the day.
Yeah, he's really been running for his life. Those have not been screen passes that he's been running. Those are scream passes.
Cletus Cross punting for the Panthers.
Get me out of here! 8 minutes, 8 seconds remaining. Cletus Cross back to punt, almost blocked once again. He seems to be very slow in getting his punt off. Picked up there by Streitberger. Streitberger down the sideline. And what a nice move down.
King on the return.
Oh, that's Kevin King. Excuse me, Kevin King. With the run back of the punt by Cletus Cross, and moves the ball all the way across midfield inside the 45 down to the 41-yard line. First and 10, Glenbard West, and they have a chance to roll it again.
There's still lots of time remaining, and they may almost score by default. Looks like they're trying to run the clock out.
You said just after the last one that Glenbard West runs up the score, and then quite frankly, they haven't been. If they had obviously kept in the first-line troops, this was totally out of hand by now. Pitch back here to Ordano, the running back on the move.
Scott Williams wrestled him down to the ground.
Brought him down at the 45-yard line, maybe at the 44. Loss on the play.
Williams just charging out of that left defensive end spot, and
loss of about 4 on the play, so it brings up a second down 14 for Glenbard West. And the clock continues to roll. Inside 8 minutes now. It's 7:23 and counting. Kevin King in motion for Glenbard West, and we have another encroachment penalty for the Panthers. This time number 55. That is Diedrich Miller, the left tackle, getting a little anxious. So that makes up the yardage that was lost on the first play, plus a little bit. And it brings up a second down and 8 to go for the first down.
Well, Diedrich Miller is the biggest man on that front line, weighing 220 pounds, and I think he wants to use all 220 of them.
Well, he's anxious. Obviously down 43-14. You want to make some noise, whatever it can be. Pitch back to Ordano. Ordano cuts back upfield, but doesn't get much as he goes down just at the line of scrimmage.
He was tripped in the backfield by Scott Williams, number 53.
So that is bringing up a third down play, a loss of about a half a yard. So we'll call it third 8.5,
plays
maybe
Wednesday
9.
afternoon. School will be let out at 11:15. If we should play Wednesday evening, we will have a full day of classes. So let's not call those kids in.
You probably heard that from the PA announcer over in the background. Ordano on the handoff and moves the ball smartly across the 35-yard line near the 30, looks like at about the 32.
Art Ordano, in a quick opener up the middle, just sprinted out across to the 32-yard line. Big pickup. That's close to the first down. 4th and about maybe a yard to go.
What the PA announcer was talking about here was that should Glenbard West play during the day on Wednesday, the day that you'll be seeing this contest, as a matter of fact, the school will let out at 11 o'clock.
But if they have an evening game on Wednesday for the playoffs, a full day of school, and that's what brought out the boo birds. Yep. I don't blame him.
And the thing was, it was the parents doing the booing. 4th down play with the handoff, and doesn't get enough for the first down as Jay Carr handed off, and now they'll take a look at it, but it's not anywhere near a first down. Now they're going to measure it. I guess it is near a first down. It is a first down.
Boy, they needed 1 yard, and play was stacked up pretty well. It was hard to tell where they were going to spot the ball.
Okay, eat my words. I thought that was well short.
Yeah, he didn't really stop.
Carr and company back at it on the first down that they just got that we didn't think they had. And through the line there, Mel Yeager.
Mel Yeager on the carry.
And picks up about 5 yards on the play, so it'll bring up, give him 6. So we'll call it 2nd and 4. Ball inside the 25, near the 24.
The last 2 running plays have just been quick off-tackle plays, picking up about 5 yards each.
And the second offensive unit for Glenbard West doing a nice job in controlling the line of scrimmage, as did their front line counterparts. Another handoff.
Oh, Ordano hit hard in the backfield by Diedrich Miller.
He nailed right away.
Carry stop by Diedrich Miller.
All right, Miller, the left tackle. That left side of that defensive line by Proviso West having a good game. Scott Williams and Diedrich Miller.
Very active, very, very active. Almost instead of playing it like linemen, they're playing it like linebackers. Very, very active defensive tackles that you refer to there. Pitch back to Ordano. Ordano tries to get his feet underneath him. He's got it going. Gets it across the 20 down to about the 18-yard line before he's finally brought down by number 40 of the Panthers, and that is Dennis Hayden for the tackle.
Another first down for Glenbard West.
Congratulate today our freshman B team.
And this is a first down. Indubitably a first down.
Congratulations to Coach Klein and Coach Valesky.
And Glenbard West is on the move.
A very successful volleyball team will be playing Glenbard South at Bennett Tuesday at 6:30. Where's my fire engines? There they are.
Yeager carries up the right side for about 3 yards. They're just wearing down the clock, grinding out more yardage.
We're under 3 minutes now as it goes to 2:55, and the game coming to a real quick end here right now.
West volleyball team will take on Glenbard South.
And what we mentioned earlier, Coach Bonnie Booma and her Hilltopper volleyball team doing quite well on the season, ranked in one of the polls as the number 12 team in the state in the Class AA playoffs. They are in the Glenbard South Regional starting Tuesday, which was yesterday by the time you see this, and you think I'm confused. Ordano with the ball, advances it to the 20. You see, we're doing this 2 days before the day that you are not going to see this, but the day after before the day that they played.
Very well,
you got that right?
Very well phrased.
Uh-huh. Would you tell me what I said? And the clock continues to roll. If we were in pro ball, we would have just had the 2-minute warning. You know, I'm really surprised that we haven't seen some big lineman in the backfield today, a la Refrigerator Perry.
That's right.
I would expect everybody trying to do something like that.
They're coming now.
Ordano moves the ball smartly again up near the 10-yard line. And it'll bring up a 4th down play. And I would imagine that they'll go for it. No sense rubbing any more salt into the wound, so to speak.
That's right. We're down to the 10.
4th down and
they've been moving the ball well all afternoon.
Now, if we were in feudal Germany, we would take and grind glass into it because that gives it a real good scarring. That's what the saber fighters used to do.
I see.
Anyway.
Sorry, tell them Proviso comes back for basketball.
Motion shown by Glenbard West. Carr pitches back. That is Jaeger with the ball. We have a penalty flag down on the play, and it could be either a clip or a hold. And if it's against Glenbard West, you'll see that Proviso West will refuse the penalty, get the ball with 55 seconds remaining.
Personal foul, block below the waist, green.
Blocking below the waist.
Yep, illegal block. So either way, Proviso West gets the ball back.
Yeah, it looks like we might be for some excitement here at the end of the game as a couple of the Glen Ellen fire engines have shown up on the scene.
Keep driving kids around. They may have a parade or something after this game to celebrate the conference. At least they'll be co-champions in the conference.
Nothing worse than co-champions in the West Suburban Conference for these Hilltoppers of 85 with 40 seconds remaining in this regular season. Panthers, Morrison pitches the ball, almost intercepted as it was tipped in the air. The receiver, the intended receiver was Andy Charlie. It went off his hands, and he's got a pair of hard hands, too.
Yeah, he's had a rough afternoon.
Clock stops at 32 seconds, and we continue to see the fire engines and one of the paramedic emergency units show up. All kinds of fun to be had at a high school finale.
Yeah, that's right.
The band massing down here below us on the track surface just outside the football field. Proviso West Turner with the ball, breaks it around the outside, far side, and runs it out of bounds with 23 seconds remaining on the clock.
Stopped by Dave Georgian.
Dave Georgian with the tackle. Dave is the younger brother of one of the secretaries at where I work during the day.
75.
Speaking of relations, the Jim Covert, that's the coach here, I don't think is any relation to the Jim Covert on the Bears. But
no, I don't think so. Except that this Jim probably would like a little of that Jim's money.
I imagine he would. Although this Jim Covert is having a lot of success coaching these Hilltoppers.
Pass by Morrison, underthrows his intended receiver, number 11. Cletus Cross.
You know, in the preseason highlights, or rather the predictions, Cletus Cross was listed as the quarterback for Proviso West, and a lot of injuries have forced Coach Gene France to juggle his lineup, and so that's why we find number 11 Cross at the wide receiver rather than behind the center.
You should see all the fire engines down here at the west end of the field. It is unbelievable.
Well, it might be the entire company from the Glenbard
We've got a snorkel truck, a hook and ladder, a couple of engines. Morrison hit as he throws the ball. Chatham very alertly gets the ball, and this will probably run out the clock as we're in under 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and they stop it at 4 with a timeout. Glenbard West is 4 seconds away from ending this co-conference championship season. Some seasons.
Kevin Morrison was nailed just as his arm was in motion. The ball popped up straight into the air. Coming down with it was Reggie Chapman, and unbelievable play, but too late for what's happened, and now with 4 seconds left.
It's a first down for Glenbard West, and they'll never make it back on the field. The game is over. Final score, 43-14. Glenbard West over Proviso West. They end the season as no worse than the conference co-champions in the West Suburban Conference. And we thank you for being here with us. It's been a pleasure to bring you Glenbard football, both Glenbard South and Glenbard West, during the season of 85. And we want to particularly thank our producer-director, Scott Cherry, our camera people today, Jennifer Delaberto and Jennifer O'Connor, working ably on the cameras. And I want to thank my sidekick for this season, Dave Newman, and I don't know, it still might be up in the air a little bit as to whether or not we'd be back with any more. Keep listening to Group W for perhaps details on that. If we see you again, it will be very soon. If not, we will see you next season. Thank you for joining us for this season. I'm Scott Wager. Bye-bye.